Hi and welcome to Drummer's Review. I'm Nick, and in today's video we're taking a look at a Pearl Reference 1 shell pack and matching snare drum. Pearl's new Reference 1 series combines elements from their previous Reference and Reference Pure ranges, a major factor being that each drum differs in terms of shell composition, thickness and bearing edge depending on its size. All of the drums here today are finished in a putty grey lacquer finish, which is one of Pearl's premium tier finish options, although there are a large range of different options available in both premium and custom finishes. At the time of filming, we don't have a definitive price from Pearl for this kit, but we have seen similar Reference 1 shell packs online for around the £3,600 mark. The kit we have here today includes a 13 by 9 inch rack tom, which has a 6-ply 5.mm shell and blends 4 plies of maple and 2 of mahogany with a 45-degree rounded bearing edge. Alongside this, we have a 16 by 16 inch floor tom, which again has a 6-ply 5.4mm shell, this time blending 2 layers of maple and 4 of mahogany with rounded bearing edges. The bass drum is 24 by 14 inch and is slightly thicker than the toms, coming in at 8-ply 7.2mm with 2 plies of maple and 6 plies of mahogany, again with fully rounded bearing edges. Finally, the matching snare drum, which is a 14 by 6.5 inch, has a 6-ply 5.4mm shell, which blends 4 plies of maple with 2 plies of birch. The bass drum sports matching wood hoops, while the toms and snare feature Pearl's Mastercast die-cast hoops. Mount-wise, and the rack tom is housed on one of Pearl's new R2 air suspension systems, which cradles the drum both top and bottom to promote maximum resonance. Elsewhere, Pearl's low-mass STL lugs are employed throughout, while head-wise the kit came supplied with Remo heads. We have smooth white coated ambassadors over clear ambassadors on the toms, a smooth white coated ambassador again, this time over a clear ambassador snare side on the snare drum, a smooth Power Stroke 3 batter on the bass drum, coupled with a ported front resonance side. Upon unboxing, first impressions of the Reference 1 kit are those of a really nice high quality kit, although we have to say we were slightly underwhelmed by the putty grey finish which just felt a little dull and uninspiring. That said, the finish was applied absolutely perfectly and the paint job looked exquisite. In terms of sound, and the bass drum gives a full, solid, deep tone that is warm and fat at any volume, and it seems to bloom into life at the slightest of strokes. The rack tom gives a clean, clear tone with plenty of articulation and projection. With the supplied single ply coated head, it does sound a little thin, especially at a lower tuning, but this could easily be remedied by swapping out to a thicker twin ply head. The floor tom gives a full, fat and warm tone that fills the room nicely. Again, we do feel that swapping out to a thicker twin ply head might give it more depth, but as supplied, it sounded pretty good. Finally, the matching snare drum, and that gave a crisp, clean tone with plenty of punch and articulation. At a medium-high tuning, it projects well and has loud, solid rim shots, although it does have a little bit of a ringing overtone that might benefit from a touch of dampening. Overall, the kit gives a nice, full, fat sound and feels great to play. The bass drum is undoubtedly the star of the show, although the snare drum is a nice instrument in its own right as well. The toms, although nice, were slightly disappointing, although we think this is down to the choice of supplying them with a coated single ply head. So we swapped them out for clear Emperors and we got a much fuller, fatter sound, especially at a lower tuning. In terms of build quality, we have to say things were slightly disappointing for a kit at this price point. Several of the tuning rods felt stiff and grainy, and one in particular on the rack tom felt like it had come from the factory cross-threaded. That said, this kit has clearly been used as a demo kit, and many of the issues we encountered could have actually stemmed from that. On the plus side, the bearing edges felt really smooth and silky throughout, and the finish was applied absolutely expertly with no visible blemishes. We can see this kit being used in a variety of musical situations, with it working well in several different genres. With this in mind, we also feel that this kit would make for a great studio kit, as it performed pretty well under the microphone and doesn't take too much tweaking to get it sounding full, fat and warm. In terms of value for money and being such a high-end kit, we have to say we were slightly disappointed. However, it's clear that this kit has been used before as a demo kit, and we're sure that a kit fresh out of the factory would fare much better than we found here. Thanks for watching. We really hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'd love to hear from you, so please do drop us a comment below. Subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of our future videos. Head on over to our website drummersreview.com, where you'll find all the specs on this kit and all of the latest news from the drumming world, and we'll see you here next time at Drummers Review.